Hi guys, just arrived back home after a dozen holes on the golf course, and I just thought I'd kind of give you a brief update on my preparation for the Open qualifiers coming up in on Monday. As I'm preparing for this event, one of the things I'm really trying to do is try to get rid of as much technical clutter as possible. So I kind of want to reduce all the thinking in my golf swing. Because if I get out on that golf course and I'm starting to think about my swing in any particular way, it's just going to affect the timing, my concentration. I'm probably going to get a little bit tense, a little confused, a little overwhelmed. And, I've had a habit in the past of overthinking it out, particularly when it comes to competitions and trying a bit too hard. And one of the things I'm preparing for at the moment is really trying to clear that mind. And for those of you out there who have tried this, you probably found, some of you may have found it absolutely fine, some of you may have found it a little tricky. And it's a lot easier said than done. So what I thought I'd do is I just put this kind of few minute video together and show you how I'm going about clearing my mind and helping myself produce a lot better shots, to be fair. So I started on the 7th hole. And one of the things, as I approach that 7th hole, and I'm looking at it's a long par 5. Basically, I'm trying to reduce the time that it takes me to hit the shot. What I found was, personally from previous experiences, that the longer I took to hit the shot, the more chance there was of me starting to think about how I was going to do it, how I was going to swing, etc., etc. So what I did was I got behind the golf ball. I decided on what shot I'm going to hit. At this particular shot, it was like a low fade. So I would picture that shot in my mind. I'd see the low fade. I'd walk up to the ball and execute it. Okay. As it happened, this shot was fantastic, straight down the middle of the fairway. Couldn't expect any more. An old routine of mine would have been to kind of look behind, pick the shot, low fade, walk to the ball. How am I going to play this? Should I come slightly across the ball? What should I do? As soon as you start getting wrapped up in those kind of things, those tiny little technicalities, you're making the game a lot more complicated than it actually needs to be. And to be honest with you, I'm talking about low fades at the moment. Now, some of you might not be able to play these type of shots, but my point is that the time has gone for you to start to kind of work on the golf swing. The time now is to play, and if you can't play that shot, you don't play it. Simple as that. So one of the things you could particularly get from this is, next time you go and play, stand behind the ball, pick the shot you want to play, whatever that might be. If you've got a standard cut on the ball, then see the cut all the time. If you hit a high draw, you lucky ones, hit that, and just visualize that before you go. Walk up to the ball and hit it. Now, I hit the ball. I play now very, very quickly. So that's, I found through looking at my game in the past, that certainly helps me. What I want you to do the next time you're out, and this is my challenge for you today, is to start off playing much faster. So getting over the ball and hitting it a lot quicker than you normally do. And then find a pace that works for you. If you take a look at the PGA Tour and the European Tour, there are players out there that play slower than others and still perform fantastically well. If we take a Lee Westwood, for instance, he's quite deliberate in his approach. He takes a lot longer than, let's say, a Rory McIlroy. Both players are obviously incredibly successful, so they've both found out what works for them. So the first thing to do is to play as fast as you can. See how it feels. Do you feel good playing quick? What does it feel like, and does it improve? Then, if it's not going so good, slow down a fraction and find out what pace actually suits you. That's my challenge to you. Reduce that thinking. Go and play golf. The time to play is on a golf course. The time to develop your swing is on the practice ground. Enjoy your golf.